The question regarding ISIS and threats towards Americans in this country it's a twofold question. Question number one is, what assets does ISIS have on the ground? Meaning, what people do they have that they have trained, who they know that they can issue an order that will be carried out? That's number one. And the other one is, who are they just randomly inspiring? The concept of the lone wolf. The man who beheaded that poor woman in Oklahoma was not under ISIS leadership, but he was being inspired by ISIS, okay? And he was being inspired by Muhammad. Never forget that, all right? Never forget that these Islamic terrorists, what we call Islamic terrorists, they really believe that what they're doing is right. They believe that they have been commissioned by God himself to do the things that they're doing. Because if Muhammad really was the prophet of God and did these things, which he did, and he is the best role model and example, which Muslims believe he is, well, by mimicking Muhammad and doing what he did, they're trying to be the best Muslims they can in the service of Allah. So they really believe that these are holy, righteous acts, and that if they die doing these things, that they are martyrs who will go to paradise, okay? With all the virgins and all this stuff. It's there, all right? It is true. So ISIS, a member, put that screenshot up for me, would you? The hacking division, look at that. Islamic State hacking division. So this person is in a text interview with somebody from the Blaze. What's that guy's name who runs that? He's got his own team. Yeah, Glenn Beck. I apologize. Somebody from Glenn Beck's organization, the Blaze, is interviewing somebody from the hacking division. And then they're saying that we're going to have reprisals for what you're doing to us. Now put up that screen where they give the actual threat. So there you see it. That they intend, or they say that they're going to behead American military personnel and politicians in their homes. Now, you know, the question is, do they have the assets on the ground to do that? Are they putting people through the Mexican border into America? They clearly have been able to find the addresses of some American military personnel. All right? Pamela Geller up in New York City, she's now under 24-hour-a-day police protection because ISIS said, you're going to die. We are going to kill you. So there's just not enough cops to go around. All right? There's just not enough cops to go around. We'll see what happens. You know, American military personnel, if I were them, I would make sure that my wife was armed inside the house, that they were armed inside their own home. And what else can you do? You're certainly not going to dial 911 and have a policeman come in time to save you. You understand that? I want to finish up on this and ask you for your prayers and just invite you to think. We've been working so hard on a scholarly paced series called What Would Muhammad Do? Lone Wolves, ISIS, and Islam Explained to the West. Okay? I have a master's degree in international terrorism. I've learned how to let Islam speak for itself, all right, with its own vocabulary. And the stories of some of these martyrs, Muhammad's companions, right, Muhammad's immediate friends, companions, the stories of them killing and being killed are like the book of Acts for a Christian, okay? And these stories of their heroism, of them killing and being killed, these stories are recounted over and over again, just like the book of Acts is recounted over and over again. Their stories are recounted over and over again in mosques all across America, 1,200 mosques all across America. And not to mention Islamic culture centers, okay? This narrative, this storyline that they see themselves in regarding Muhammad and his immediate companions, it's there. And somebody can read that stuff, like the Chattanooga shooter, and can just be inspired to be a good Muslim, follow Muhammad's example, and start killing for the sake of Islam.